If you would like to help support the channel, check out our links on our homepage. You can subscribe and follow our Instagram for all the latest channel going-ons, or click on our Ko-fi link to make a donation. You can also click on our Goblin Gaming affiliates link. They sell Games Workshop, gaming mats, terrain, accessories and many more items. And of course, Adeptus Titanicus, all at discounted rates. Anything you buy, using the link, the channel gets a little in return. Thanks very much and enjoy the show. Welcome Princeps to yet another Adeptus Titanicus battle report in the Crucible Forge campaign, and this is for those that voted, this is the game that didn't win. We've decided that we can fit it in, so here we are, we're going to do it, and I'm glad to be playing with Titans again after playing with Knights, after my very lucky victory with the game ending again just when I needed it to. So robbed Steve of, I'd say, 2 victories now.
Yeah, feel pretty robbed.
Yeah. So 1 draw, 1 victory for the traitors. So Steve is going to go all in with this game, and he's going to tell you about his list.
Yeah, as you said, I'm not mucking about. The loyalists need a victory. So battle group EPHRAIM is taken to the field today. It has an Arcus mana pool at its core. So I have a Warbringer, who is my Princeps Senioris. He has the Hunter Without Equal trait, so Gryphonicus specific one that allows him to reroll all hit rolls against his target of choice, not just ones. He's sporting 2 Volcano cannons on his arms and the Quake Cannon on the roof. Then into the 3 Warhounds I have as part of the same mana pool. I have 2 with Plasma Blast Gun and Heavy Bolter. Now they also both have the enhanced Auspex relays, again as a Gryphonicus specific piece of item, which allows me to measure the target within 12 inches for another target, which is quite useful. Then I've got a guest Reaver today. He's a bit of an angry Reaver. He's got a Chainfist, a Gatling blaster and Heavy Bolter on the roof. Now he's also got another piece of Gryphonicus specific gear, which is sub-reactive motors, which basically allows him to move at his boosted speed without pushing his reactor, which is kind of nice. But if I do so, I have to roll a dice, and there's a chance I can damage my legs. And to round out the rest of it, as much as I may have moaned about them in the past, I have a banner of Acastus Knights, because yeah, if you can't beat them, join them.
So you've also got your Princeps, because we go around the campaign, you rolled for your experience for your Princeps to start?
Yeah, that's, as I said, the Warbringer. I rolled a 4, so as it's the first time I've used this mana pool, he's got no additional
re-rolls for that.
At all.
And that brings you, what points you got?
I clock in at 1745.
1745, that's the whole battle group, isn't it?
Everything, yeah.
Okay, all done?
All done.
Sweet. Okay, so those that watched the previous one, the attacker gets to pick the size of game. Now where my battle group was under 1500, Steve couldn't pick the biggest size battle because we've gone for the third, and the biggest size game is 1500 to 2000 because that fits in with our battle group's maximum sizes. So I'll tell you now, I was 1495, so it forced Steve to go for a confrontation, but he could use everything and he's going to have a couple hundred points more than me, so that will give me an underdog bonus, but he wants the units. So my group is battle group Dominatus, Mortis, As I said, it's $14.95. I've got a Venator light maniple, Reaver PRINCEPS with Melta Cannon, Vulcan bolters on top, and a Gatling. Here's my PRINCEPS. I rolled a 1 for my starting experience. Again, I think I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
And he's taken the Favoured by Fortune trait into this battle, which gives him a reroll to hit or save per round. 3 Warhounds, one with 2 turbo lasers, and the other 2 have got the classic plasma and Vulcan bolters. And then I've got a guest supporting Warlord, which is the Penumbral Reaper with all his juicy rules. And he's got his standard Sun Fury, plasma, paired laser blasters, and a power claw. I've got none of the Mortis equipment or traits in here. It's my battle group at its starting points cost, which is starting at 1500, and as I said before, it's at 14.95, and that's everything for me. So you good to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. So we're going to get deployed, sort out our strats, and we'll tell you about the mission and see you on the battlefield. Here we go, Princeps, back on Crucible Forge, and we are deployed. So let's talk about the mission. Here you can see we have this compound here. Steve was the attacker, and he's attacking my territory. So out on the outskirts, there's this compound fortress, and I'm defending it. And to win the game, it is whoever has the most units inside the compound walls will win, and it is based on scale. So we're going to add up the scale, and that's why Steve, I would say, took all his battle group as much as he could. He knows the mission, he knows what he's got to do, he knows I'm outnumbered. You know, he needs that, he wants that victory. So it's as simple as that. So it's win, lose or draw. There are no other factors for victory. It's whoever has the most scale inside those in those compound walls. And yeah, let's talk about deployment.
Yeah, so we rolled off and we got close quarters, which that's not the end of the world. It didn't mean I had to put my wonderful, not broken Acastus at the front of the queue. And then for my deployment, I then put my Warbringer at the back, flanked by 2 Warhounds. All the Warhounds in both our lists, aren't they, are independent, there's no squadrons.
Absolutely.
Over on this side, I put my Angry Reaver with my sort of snipery Warhound at the back there. The dice, by the way, guys, correspond to the dice on Chris's side. They are the Gryphonicus trait honour targets, so the Titans with the corresponding dice get reroll of 1s against them, unless another Titan fires at them, in which case they lose that bonus. And then over on Chris's side, 2 Hounds sneak around the back there. Your additional Reaver there with the Melta Cannon.
That's my Princeps.
Princeps, sorry, he scares me a little bit. And this guy, I hear he's good. The old Reaper at the back there, and a little sneaky Warhound at the front. Now, because I got a lower scale unit in my front deployment area, it goes at A, B and C, I get to roll a D10 for the first turn, whereas you are stuck with a D6.
I'm on that D6, yeah. So as far as stratagems go, Steve's got 3, so it's a confrontation size game. He's got the standard 3, I've got 3 as well. He's attacking my fortress territory, which gives me another 3 with our campaign rules. And there's a 200 point underdog, so that gives me 8 stratagem points. And I will try to remember to use them all, if I can.
It's the equivalent of a daylight charge over the minefield.
Pretty much. So I'm outnumbered, got the advantage of stratagems. Is it going to count? So, first player roll off, my friend.
Yeah.
You can do that thing where I have to roll first again?
Yeah.
Even with a D6?
A little bit hurt by it.
I think you should roll first.
Really?
Yeah. Because I might not have to roll.
That's true. Oh, okay.
That's a 6. Right,
So
can I force a re-roll? No, with a 5. Alright.
I will take first turn, please.
Steve will be first player. Let's get it on. Strats and orders, turn 1 complete. So we had a load of strats. Steve, you started with something or other?
Yeah, I've got the new, from the new book, Riser, I've gone for Enhanced Coolant. That allows me to roll a dice on a 5+. When I push my reactor, I can bring it down by 1 less than the dice shows.
So it just potentially negates your heat level.
Yeah. And I played that on the Warbringer. Obviously he's got a lot of Volcano Cannon action.
Over here, yep.
Yeah.
I went with experimental locomotors on my Warlord. And basically I can move at my boosted speed for the remainder of the game. But in the end phase, after roll a d10 on a 1, I suffer a devastating hit to the legs and the stratagem is discarded. So he'll be moving at 6 inches as it stands. And then I've played Orbital Lance Strike early on these guys here. We decided, because we're making a video, to do our orders, tell you about them, and then roll that on camera.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have made a difference. I still was going to go for that particular order in the Acastus anyway.
Yeah, so for the sake of the video, it's slightly out of sequence for your benefit. Right, orders then.
Yeah, so I went with, as I said, Acastus first fire. I got a first fire off from the Warbringer and a 4 stride off from my Reaver, and that was it. I decided not to play any more orders.
That was it, and I decided to do no orders at all. I think I want my movement here. So we'll just get on with that lance strike, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, so chancing my arm with this, it is a long shot. I've managed to stick it in the middle there, touching both. So let's see where it goes. Oh, it's going 6 inches, so that's not going to hit anything. Yeah, I needed a low roll.
Destroyed some.
Yeah, the direction was fine, but it has scattered. So that was 2 strategy points.
Let's just double check it, Chris.
No, Steve's going to double check. No, it got my hopes up. It did scatter. I think if I'd rolled, I think under 4, I would have maybe hit one with that direction. So 50-50. So that was Strats and orders done. We're going to go into the movement phase. Little movement cutting for you straight away. Steve's going in with his Acastus, and he's going to be picking on the Reaper. From his perspective, one can see him absolutely fine, and one's going to be at -1. So roll away, my friend.
Okay, so we'll start with this guy. So he'll be hitting on 4s now, plus one plus skills because of the order. So that is brilliant.
No hits.
Good start.
These are rapid as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I rolled any.
No, he didn't roll anything there. Don't worry about those.
Okay, nice. All right, that makes up for it a little bit then, doesn't it? So these were hitting on 3s, so that's an additional 3, isn't it?
9?
That's 9 hits.
9, okay. So Void says for the Reaper, let's push that reactor for 1 heat. And then 9, was it? 9. 9.
Oh, wow.
There's a couple there.
It's a good roll.
So I made those, dropped them, dropped 2 shields and 1 heat. Okay, so movement overview. We've got a first fire to do as a last activation, so let's just see where everything ended up. Let's start with Steve, pushing up on this flank with a hound as close as he can. He's got his full striding Angry Reaver. Angry Reaver, yeah. Just doing what Angry Reaver does and push up. These guys obviously stay still on first fire. Warbringer staying tucked away. He's on a first fire. He'll be going last. And then the Warhounds spreading out left and right there. On my right flank, my hound is pushing out to the right, and then my Warlord has got eyes on that hound over there. And then with these guys, I've just kind of pushed them up to try and get targets on the Acastus. Really, at this point, if I can get them down to 1 early, it gets rid of their excellent shield stripping abilities, even though Steve didn't roll that well. And then hopefully pick on this guy after. So we'll see. And that was the movement, and you've got your first fire.
Yes, I'm going to fire indirectly using the manifold trait.
Yep.
So this hound is in line of sight of your Reaper. I'm going to fire a Volcano Cannon.
Yep.
And I'm going to re-roll all hits because of my Princeps trait against your target of choice. So this will be 5 to hit.
1 shot.
1 shot. Re-rolling. So re-roll
that.
That's a miss.
It's another
what
miss.
I'll do before I forget is on a 5+ I can ignore that heat. No,
she doesn't.
1's all the way.
So that's with the enhanced coolant ability.
Yep. So it only does scatter d6 inches.
Yeah. Was that 3 1s in a row?
Yeah.
Oh, incredible.
Standard me. So let's get the right dice. Might have to list you there, Chris. So it is gone 4 inches back, which I think
4,
will be
which
enough.
should miss.
3 inch play.
So we'll just double check and confirm. Yep, so that template definitely missed, and we've just done a quick round 1 repair phase. I blanked out on the Warlord, which is a shame because I needed some shields back. You got your heat back from your Warbringer, and I cleared the heat on the Reaver. So yeah, moves, repairs done. We're going to go into the combat phase. Combat phase, Steve's kicking off with his murder turtles onto this hound. So missiles straight up, 3 pluses.
3 pluses to hit, here we go. These are rapid, aren't they? Which is
they are, yeah.
Dirty. So I get 2 6s, which effectively means...
Got them all 12?
All 12.
Alrighty.
Ouch.
Right, here we go. Void's down, I reckon. So I'm going to push for 1 heat, which is nice. Right, I got 12 to make. Right, there's a couple of 2s there. Oh, there's 4 2s. I think that's it. So on a Warhound, which one is that? That is Swift Retribution. Well, wouldn't that be nice? Voids are down, and 1 heat. And then he's going to come in with some horrendous firepower. This could be an engine kill.
Well, yeah, it's sad to say, isn't it? Okay, so Magmas.
Yeah.
8 shots, 3 to go. Okay, so we've got 2 scatters. 2
scatters, right. We'll do them off cam and we'll come back. Okay, so there was no extra hits on this hound, but 1 did go back and hit this hound. So I've got 1 void to make on that guy, which makes it, and you've got 12 hits go through?
Sadly, yeah.
Right. Right, yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be for your legs.
Oh dear.
Oh my lord. Okay, so these are strength 8.
Yeah, let's organise these dice and we'll see what happens. So here you can see all the damage. 1s would have been good, 10s will do damage. So 3 2s, 2 3s, 4 2 5s and 4 6s. So it's probably going to be an engine kill. So I'm just going to go through my chart and tell you the bad news in a minute. Okay, that was an engine kill with dice to spare. So
that was dirty.
That was pretty dirty. So here we go. It's engine kill. 7.
Okay, so that is wildfire. You might get some revenge here.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to spin around.
Oh no.
There. And he's going to pour fire into this hound.
Blister skill 5.
Blister skill 5. Okay, bolters coming in. Should have done the plasmas first. What an idiot. Blister skill 5. So 4 hits with the rapid. I will push for 1 heat. I've dropped 1. I've got 1 reroll. I've dropped 2 shields for so far. Here we go. 2 plasmas coming in. Hitting on 5s for 1 scatter. 1 hit. It's going to be 2 hits. It's only going an inch. So it's going to be 4 more hits. I'm going to push and put him into the orange. I've decided I think that might be best. I guess get a blank. No, so 1 more heat. Goes into the orange because I'm on 4 ups now. Failed 2. Wasn't worth it. So the voids, voids are down on this guy. And now this guy falls over where he is, and fortunately doesn't hit anyone else. So turn 1, first shot, engine kill. I'm going to shoot with this shieldless hound before this guy starts taking into pieces. So I'm going to go at the Acastus, returning fire. I'm going to pick this guy on the left here. He's at -1. So I'll be forced to hit. For 2 hits, 2 ion saves.
So they get 2 6-ups at this stage. Both failed.
Both failed. Right, I need to roll. 6s would be good. 1 and a 2. Okay. Superficial and a 10.
10 is direct.
1 direct. Okay, next 2 coming in. 1 hit.
Yep, 6-up save. That's a D.
It doesn't make it. Another superficial. It's not going well.
It's not going well today, mate.
And that was my activation. Steve's going in with his hound at this face-off here, in range of everything, starting with your bolters.
Yeah, and because it's my target of choice, I re-roll the ones. So no sixes. Oh no, yes, I lie.
Another
so that
six.
is 6 hits.
6 hits total, okay. Okay, so I'm going to push. I've got 6 voids to make, 1 heat. Come on, traitor dice. Don't be traitors. Oh dear. I've got 2 ones. We've dropped a shield. They're okay. Let's re-roll them.
Nice.
So I drop 1 void from the bolters. Plasma's coming in hot. Okay, put that template down, Steve. See what you can do.
Straight on his head. Forced to hit at long range. That's
4 hits.
That's 4 hits.
I don't want to be pushing this guy. I'm on 4 pluses now because he dropped 1. So let's just see what we can get. Oh man, we've dropped 3. This is not good. Shields are down on the Iron Lady. Okay, I'm going to return fire just in case I am in arc of an indirect Volcano. I don't think I am, but I always get that wrong anyway. So let's start with the bolters. 3 hits,
okay.
but 1 rapid, so it's 4.
Okay, I will do the same as you. I will push for shield stone. Okay, blank. So 1 shield.
1 shield down. Let's go in with 2 plasmas straight on top. Yep. And obviously no max, long range. Hit on 4s for 2 scatters.
You know you might get the Warbringer.
Let's go with, right.
Right on top you said, wasn't it?
Right on top, mate, yeah.
Okay,
that way
so
4.
So 4 will obviously miss.
There. Oh. And that way 1, so it's 2 hits.
I will...
Can't reach.
Got it?
Yep.
I'm so lucky with my shields then. I'll push again. He's still 3 out.
So you're on, if you dropped a shield,
I dropped 1 shield.
Should be on
4 up,
fours,
aren't I?
yeah.
Yes, of course, you're right.
might make you change your mind.
No, I'm going to do this. So blank skis, drop
Blank
1.
again, but he's dropped another shield. We got 1 more left.
Yeah.
No good. Okay, that was my activation. So Steve using his Arcus trait with the Warbringer, using this hound's line of sight on this hound here. And so it'd just be your Volcanoes.
Yeah, so it'd be 5 to hit because it's indirect. And no rerolls when I like that. So that is 2 heat, but a hit.
But a hit. So 2 hits.
So,
this was my shieldless one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fear.
So I'm just going to roll dice now, and a 5 up, I ignore those
the heat. So it takes 2 heat.
And oh yes, you've got no shields.
2 hits, yeah, no shields.
Gosh.
Okay. 10-1.
Okay, so these are strip 10, obviously.
Yeah.
So your legs again.
Legs.
So that is 2 14s, so the legs.
2 14s on Fear Incarnate, 2 Devastatings. Okay. Nearly compromised. Bring another one down.
Well, you could say that's fire again then, with the second Volcano Cannon. Same scenario, hitting on a 5. 2 heat again. This one's a
2
miss.
heat, so you're going to do your heat dice?
I'll do my heat dice first quick, yeah. One of those down to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I only take 1 heat there, which is good, but 2 would put me into the orange. Because of my trait, I'm going to scatter you D6 inches now. So I'm going to pop it just on top of his noggin there, Chris.
Just on his head or in the middle?
Well, 1 central.
Right, central.
Yeah. So that's going to be 2 hits, I'm afraid, sir.
2 inches.
4, or maybe 1 hit.
It might be 2, let's double check.
Yeah.
So 1 hit we've decided, we think, and it's superficial.
Nice.
So got away with that just about. It's back to me, isn't it?
Yes, my Quake Cannon's out of arc.
Oh, this isn't good already. Going down range at this Warhound, so unfortunately my Plasma Sun Fury is out of range, and all I've got is 6 shots on the carapace to try and drop that 1 shield.
Yes.
1 shield. I will. I'm hitting on 4s, so I'll probably shield bane it. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. 2 heat. Okay. Hitting on 4s. Oh, don't tell me I haven't got any hits. Okay, I've got 3.
3 hits.
3 hits with shield bane.
With shield bane. These are 5 ups. Okay, I'm still chilly, so why not? I might as well push for shields. Okay, well I failed 1 for sure.
And another blank.
Another blank. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, shield's down. Okay, finally, that's as good a progress as I can get. Steve's flanking Hound, going on my shieldless Hound. You do some aiming?
Yeah, I'm going to aim at the legs. So, 5 to hit. I'm going to start with this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1 hit.
1 hit.
And that's strength 8.
Plus 2.
Plus 2, strength 10 effectively. That's 13.
13 is devastating hit. That now goes over, turns into a crit.
Okay, and the second shot from the second gun, no hits.
No hits, no rerolls for that guy?
No.
No target?
His target is dead.
His target is dead. That was quick and easy. You've now got a compromised Warhound with critical damage to its legs. I've also lost a Warhound. This is still turn 1. Okay, my last Reaver, my last activation is going to go. I need to try and clear one of these. So start with the bolters. I'm in range for everything, just about. So I'm at -2 as well because of his cover. That's pretty good. So that's 4, which turns into 6 hits.
Nice.
That's strength 4.
So these are 4-up saves. Okay, I drop 3.
Drop 3. I need 6s.
Yes, it's 10.
I get 1 direct hit.
Okay.
Okay, now the Gatling.
Yeah. Oh wow.
We've
Good
done well with 4 hits.
4 hits.
Strength 5.
Okay, I think it's the same. Strength 5. Yep, that's still 4-ups.
Still 4-ups.
4 hits, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, failed 2 again.
Failed
50,
2.
50.
So I need 5s and 6s, and these are ordnance.
Yes. Oh,
We've got a 5, which is another 10.
she's another direct.
Another direct. Right, here we go. If you can put the Melta on top.
This guy?
Yep.
Right,
And,
here?
yeah.
Yep.
So I need a 5-up. I'm going to use my favoured by fortune for this round.
Definitely.
And hope for the best.
Yay.
Oh, he's got it.
2 hits.
Okay, so that is 2 hits at strength 11.
Can't do nothing about
I need 6s. 2 6s would be both
that.
in.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
So
11.
13
Yeah, 13,
is
14.
direct.
Yep,
And both oh god, they're both direct.
yep.
That's
Not enough.
that's wrong.
Still got a little bit left, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay, no worries. It's better than nothing. That was my last activation.
Okay.
Steve's Canis Canum coming down range at Iron Lady with no shield. So your bolters are out of range. So he's going for 2 maximal plasmas.
Yeah, so it's -1 hit for the range, and it's obviously 50% obscured, so these will be hitting on 6s, so probably, yeah, it's worth a pump. No, so it's 2 misses.
2 scatters.
So let's do that quick. He says, try to find a dice.
There we go.
So number 1 is
3 inches, so that will miss.
off the board. And that's
6, that's it. Okay, all good. Steve's last activation of the combat phase was just moving his Reaver up. You didn't go that far though, did you?
No, I decided to not be quite as angry.
Okay.
Just go a little bit cautiously.
And we're into the end phase, so stabilizers damage. This guy's done a little spin to the left, which is not so bad. And I've got to roll a d10 for my experimental locomotors, and it's a 4, they're fine. And that was the end of turn 1. I've just got absolutely mauled. I've got a Titan down, I've got 2 Hounds without shields, I'm down to 4 activations. Steve's got everything. It's looking good.
Shieldless Hound here, and
yeah.
these guys are
taking a bit of a
away
batting, but
losing a night, but yeah.
they're all right. Okay, so let's see you in turn 2. Here we go. Turn 2, first player roll off. The outnumbered Mortis are even more outnumbered. You're going to make me roll again.
Yeah.
All right.
You know the.
All right. I know the drill. 7.
That's a good roll.
I'll take 7.
That's
2.
a bad roll.
I'm outnumbered. I would like Steve to move first to see where he goes, but I think I will need to strike first in the combat phase, so I will be the first player. Turn 2, strats and orders phase. I started. I've put a concealment barrage down here to protect this hound. I was thinking of trying to block these guys, but then I was thinking I'll get a first fire and I'll take them out, hopefully at least one of them. Steve?
I responded with Vox Blackout. I don't want you taking any first fires, I don't want you doing any emergency repair orders.
Yeah, so I've literally probably spent about 10 minutes thinking about how I want to do things, and then Steve's just scuppered it with one card. So Strats and orders done, turn 2. Okay, movement phase complete. I'm going to start with my stuff. This guy just pushed up on here. In fact, I'll go around the table because it makes more sense. So I pushed up this guy here. I feel like he's done. He's going to get done. So I didn't want Steve's hound to have anywhere to go. So I pushed up further than I should, just so he can sort of get anywhere. And he's now got 2 hounds on him, and he's moved his Warbringer away a little bit for whatever targets he may decide. I've turned and slid the Warlord around. Some targets that were over here. Steve's coming at me, he's running through here. I've got these guys backed up, just getting pushed back. And he moved his Acastus away to get out the arc of the Warlord. Now remember, the game is get in the compound, which obviously people are potentially hanging on to the death. It's have the most scale on the table and you will win. So Steve's doing quite well at that, because then you can just push in the last few turns. So there you go, that's the movement phase. And we're going to do some repairs and give you an overview. Repairs overview. It was quite a big phase actually. I'm going to start with Steve's Warbringer, which blanked out, and that was important. Why, Steve?
Because he's in the yellow, and it may preclude him from firing his Volcano cannons. I'm going to have to think carefully.
Long and hard about that one. Okay, so that was good. For me, the next result, I was praying to the Chaos Gods for double 6. I rolled a double 6 and got my shields back online.
Yeah, you sold your soul to them, but double 6.
I did that did that when I was a teenager. My Warlord got a good roll. I got 2 more shields and dropped a heat on my Warlord. That was excellent. And Steve, you just cleared some heat, didn't you?
Yeah, cleared the Warhound, and the Reaver's got nothing to.
Yeah. So, but the Warbringer was a big deal. The last one for me is Fear Incarnate, which is in the orange. So I'm going to roll that on camera. For a 4.
Okay, so that is power failure.
Okay,
Shield collapse, which it hasn't, in which case the tree does a plasma leak.
D3.
So D3 strength 9 hits to the body, please.
Okay. Just the one.
Just the one.
Strength 9.
Roll a 1, that's what you want. Yeah, so
14, I think is a critical hit on a Warhound, which it is. Okay, so hopefully let's get a good repair roll now. Double 6. 6 and a 1. So what am I going to do with Fear? I will get that shield on. Oh, do I take crit? I think I'm going to take a shield.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For now, it will nullify something at this point. Okay, so repairs overview. We're going to go into the combat phase. Okay, so I'm starting with this guy onto the shieldless hound over there. So long range with plasmas, maximal fire, hitting all 4s. I need it. Okay, 1 hit, 1 scatter.
That's the Warbringer.
Oh, goes straight back. Okay, well, I mean...
For 1.
For 1 void. Okay.
So I roll that now?
Yeah. So that goes through. Okay. So I've got my 1 hit, haven't I?
You got 2 hits.
2 hits, sorry.
Which you're right over the centre.
Yeah, so let's see where it goes. It's the head.
Ouch.
And got 5 and a 6.
Oh lord.
So 15, 16.
15 is devastating, and the 16 is a critical, so that's end of the track and 1 critical hit for him.
Oh, so I did compromise you.
You did.
That's interesting, because now I've got my bolters. Aim shots coming in with the bolters at the head, so hitting on 5s. Oh, it doesn't look good. I don't think I've got any.
Ouch.
Absolutely nothing. Oh, that was my chance. That was my chance to do something. Okay, and that was my hound's activation. Steve's going with his Reaver, and he's opted to pick on this Hound, gets another kill, reduces my activations again, as I've still killed nothing, and yeah, doing it.
So we're going to start with the heavy bolter on the roof. This is going to be 6 shots, 3 to hit. So, oh no, that should hopefully deal with your shields.
Okay, how many is that?
So that'll be 8.
8 saves. 8 saves on a 4+. I'm doing it, I'm going to overload.
Oh,
nah. Twice in the face. Okay, shields are blown. Get rid of that.
Okay, so where are you? Your damage in the legs?
In the legs, yeah.
And the body, is that right? But the legs are the worst.
Legs are completely compromised.
So we're going to fire the Gatling and we're going to target your legs.
Okay, so these are the... Yeah, just roll it. Yep.
Alright then. Oh. That's no hits,
nothing.
I believe.
Now you've run out of guns, haven't you?
I have indeed.
Okay.
But that's fine, he did what he needed to do. I mean, I needed that shield down, hopefully for the coup de grace from...
Okay, interesting. I'm going to return fire at this guy, and I'm just going to cook this guy. I'm just going to overheat him. So we're going to start with 2 shield baning. Oh, it's free.
Yay.
So that's good, but only 1 hit with shield bane.
4 up. That's a fail.
That's a fail. 1 down. Okay, I'm going to do it again. We've got 1 hit. Ah, 2 misses. Come on, dice. Steve's picking this Hound and targeting my Hound in return fire, but you've got all the tricks with this one, haven't you?
Yeah, so these are hitting on 3s with a heavy bolter, re-rolling 1s because of this being my target of opportunity. So 1 re-roll there, straight back to a 1. So that still works out though, because of the rapid trait, that's 6 hits.
6 hits. 1, 2. So I've got 2 voids left. I'm cool, so I will push reactor for 2. When it goes wrong, doesn't it? Okay. I've got a couple of 2s, which is going to be enough anyway. Reroll a 1. So voids are down and 2 heat. Knock yourself out.
Okay, plasma blast gun. I am going to be hitting on 4s because of the...
Maxing it?
Yes.
Maxing it.
So no max, 1 hit, 1 scatter.
In fact, Maximal's brilliant for the Gryphonicus, isn't it? Because you can reroll the 1s with your chosen target.
Exactly.
As long as it's the right Titan.
So that's gone.
That's gone.
So it's just 2 hits.
2 hits.
Will be coming at... Oh,
the weapon.
Okay, so it's going to be probably disabled.
Do you want to roll
1 to 3?
Yeah.
Which is what I want. Yeah.
It's the plasma. Strength 10.
Yeah.
Plus 2.
12.
You need a 9.
Yeah. So
weapon disabled. Hanging in there.
Pretty well for you, that.
Yeah. Still, the bolters would have been better. Going with the Reaper, he's going to use his arc to fire with his plasma at this Reaver because everything else is either out or arc or out of range. So he's in heavy cover, needing 5s to hit now, not maxing obviously, with another blank out. This Hound now picking on Iron Lady, so this Hound now loses his target of opportunity. Is that
That's right. No, it's well, target of honour or
target, that
duel,
thing.
whatever it is. So he's going to start with the plasma blast gun. He's hit on 4s. That's 2 misses. That's
I'm assuming they were maxed.
They were, yeah. So that's as bad as it could have got for me.
So
that's the 4th or 5th time I've rolled double 1s, I think. That's
3 such miss.
And that's gone.
Gone. Okay, so lucky now. You still can aim shots.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
I'll aim at the...
If you know, I wouldn't even bother aiming. Unless you want to aim at the weapon and go for explosions. I'll let Steve have a look at my damage and he can make his mind up. So Steve's going to aim at the plasma blast gun and try and hope for detonations.
Okay, so here we go.
So 5s to hit blanked out?
Yeah. 1 hit.
1 hit. Oh, 1 hit, okay. So you need a 9, so a 5 up.
No.
And fails, okay. That was probably your best chance, I think, of doing anything. Terrible roll anyway.
Terrible.
And that was your activation. Needed that. Okay, Thunder Child, my last activation. Got Angry Reaver right in front of him. And we're going to start with the bolters. So hitting on 3s.
7, please? No.
That
5.
is... yeah, because there's a 6 in there, so that is 5.
Okay, let's push with some shield saves. You're still 3 ups. Okay, so 1 heat.
Oh, they're good.
Didn't need
Made them all.
Didn't need the rerolls.
Okay, the Gatling. They've all hit as well.
Nice. That's 6, yeah?
5.
5. They're not 6 shots for a...
Nah, just 5.
It's
5.
5.
A Gatling is 5.
Dice 6.
Dice 6.
Gatling bars.
Oh, then I would have done that. I would have sold myself short of a shot earlier on in the game without realising. Okay, a strength 5, isn't it? Okay. And another hit.
So it's 6.
6. I'm pretty sure I rolled 5 earlier. Who cares?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do that trick again though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 heat this time.
2 heat. 2 rerolls. Oh, all your saves again. And a Melta cannon, for what it's worth. Okay. How many shields you got?
3 plus, I've only lost the 1.
Yeah. That is 2 hits, yeah.
I'm not going to push because I'm getting a bit warm at this stage. Lose the 1 shield.
1 shield, okay, interesting. Not so interesting. That's it, I'm done. Steve's flanking Hound, aiming shots into the legs of Fear Incarnate. Can he survive? First 2, 2 misses. Next 2, 1 hit. Yeah, plus 3 to this.
That's
12? That's strength 8, isn't it?
strength 8, aren't they? So it's 11, that's a 15.
It's a direct which turns into a critical. So it's a 12 plus 3 for being compromised. It's a 15. So it's a critical hit. He is on his last pip. Steve's going in with his Warbringer, and he's going all the way over here. He's got mega range, haven't they, those things?
Yeah.
And yeah, he's going to plop it right on this guy's head.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a hit.
Yes.
1 heat. On a 5 up, I ignore that heat. No. So he takes 1 heat, which does put him into the orange.
Right. But 2 hits. Where's it going to go?
That's...
Oh, it's a weapon.
No,
it's a weapon.
don't need
Okay.
that.
1, 2, 3 will be the left.
Okay.
So it's the right hand weapon, and it's disabled. Interesting.
That's terrible.
Would you like to fire another Volcano
I would
cannon?
not like to fire another Volcano.
You're not?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe I've still got stuff alive. But Steve, you've got 1 more activation, yeah?
Yeah, I got the Acastus.
He's got the dreaded Acastus, so I'm going to let Steve have a mull over what he wants to do. So the Acastus are coming down here. He wants to take this guy out and be even more superiority with activations, which is sensible. So he could either fire both on barrage. This is the way we think it works. Both on barrage.
Yeah, this guy can't see him.
Because one guy can't see. So we fire both on barrage and get more shots. Or the one guy that can see, halve the dice pool and do aim shots. How's your range? Good?
Yeah, it's good.
So that's how we think it works. So he's doing aim shots with one guy.
Yeah, so we'll be aiming at your legs, Chris. So
Aiming at the legs with the missiles.
1 damage really will kill him.
Yes.
So
you need 1
these will be
hit.
6s.
Yeah, so you don't get the
Get
rapid,
the 1.
but he's got the hit.
So these are effectively now strength
4 basic?
4 base
plus 3.
So they're strength
So 7.
And that is a 9.
9.
Which I don't think is enough.
I survive. You needed a 10. Okay.
Right, okay, we're going to fire the
4.
4. Now, obviously, I can't aim these, so these will be. He has got a clear line of sight, so these will be hitting 3s. Oh gosh. Alright, so I get
2 hits. So we're going to do the scatters off cam and come back.
Where's my dice?
Okay, so we've done the scatters. 1 did move 1 inch. Steve's got 4 hits in total. I need him to hit the head or a weapon.
Or, well, yeah.
Might survive body, but let's see.
Head.
We've got a head and we've got a superficial. Okay, so that's fine. So we've got a 10, strength 8, aren't they?
They are strength 8.
So 10 and 11, let's do them. A 10's nothing, 11's a direct, and a 13 is another direct. Oh my life. That is 1 battered hound. But he's still in there. That's all your activations now, isn't it? It is. Okay.
That did not go as planned.
Okay, so that's the end of the combat phase. There's definitely some things to do in the end phase. We'll come back to it. Okay, so end phase for turn 2. This guy is completely shot. Reactor leak, he's now in the red and immobilised. It's not looking good. Nothing else really to worry about, except I've got a roll for my experimental locomotors on my Warlord, which I haven't really used to full effect yet, but they're okay, they're still running. So there you can see I am getting pushed back, but I didn't lose a Titan this turn somehow. That's turn 2. Let's move on to turn 3. Turn 3 Princeps, what a game. I don't know how it's going to go, as usual. Steve started strong, he's still in a really good position, but I think he's a little bit disappointed I've still got 4 Titans on the board. His little face says so. And yeah, here we go, first player roll off. I get a massive 1, 6. What do you want to do, Steve?
Absolutely 100% want to be first player.
Steve wants to be first player, and he will be first player. We're going to do some stratagems and orders. Strats and orders complete. Start with strats. Steve's got none. You run out?
That's right.
I've hit this Reaver with a blind barrage. I took it intentionally for them in mind, but at this point I've hit this guy, and then to counter that I've given myself Bloodthirst on my Titans, which gives me +2 to hit within 2 inches. So it kind of negates the fact Steve's so close. Both of these Titans have charge orders. Basically it will give me the upper hand of hitting at my standard weapon skill. Steve will be at -2. This has worked out for me in the past. Let's see if it works out again. I then failed a emergency repair over here. My orders were done. Steve, on the other hand, has got a emergency repair off on his Warbringer. What'd you get for that, Steve?
All the dice. So I cooled off down all but 1 heat, and I repaired the lost void shot I had.
Very good. Split fire on the Acastus, which is very useful. Gives them that +1 ballistic skill, and he can pick some targets with different weapons. And then, as I said earlier, he got his charge here. So, little nuclear deterrent going off, maybe. We'll see. Interesting turn. Steve's shaking his fist at me. That was strats and orders, so we're going to go into the movement phase. Steve is the first player. So a movement cut in. Steve moved his charge down here, and he was 3/4 of an inch out of range to strike with his weapon. So now I've activated, and I'm going to try and counter. Now I get no bonuses for my charge move, and I've got no close combat weapons. So I'm just getting my smash attacks, which will be D3, which is 2. I will aim for the body. Yeah, I'll do that. Aim for the body for 3. My weapon skill is 4, but because of Bloodthirst, I get +2. But because of the blind barrage, I'm -2, so there's no bonuses. So hitting on 4s for 2 misses. Okay, so counter-intuitive, but we're both up in each other's grill. I know where Steve's moved. That might help me in the long run. We will see. Okay, so there's no extra bonuses there, no damage done. Double fluff charges there in the movement. So the rest of the movement phase complete, and we've also done repairs as well, so I'll give you an overview for the whole thing. Over here, Steve's been putting pressure on his hound. I slunk back a bit from this guy, and he's pushed up with a supporting hound to take him out. We'll try. Opted not to activate in the movement phase for the Warbringer because he's got emergency repairs. These guys sitting pretty.
Oh yeah, they got a split fire, which for some reason
They got their split fire.
I just picked up for some reason.
Yeah, we know that. And then Steve's putting pressure down here with this hound. I went for a cheeky warp displacement to get my super hot Warhound as close to this Reaver behind it as possible. I only rolled a 5. It did not work out in my favour. That's why my immobilised hound is there. I was using the powers of the warp to pick it up and move it. It didn't work out. You saw this double fluff charge. Let's see what happens there in the combat phase. And then my Warlord, I really wanted to target this guy because I think he's key. I think that Reaver is key to the whole game. But I decided to pick on a shieldless Warhound. Try and even out some activations. This fight here is key, I think. So there we go. As far as repairs go, there was a bit of heat. No shields came online for those that didn't. And I have a Warhound in the red, rolling a D10. Okay, you got the chart ready, Steve?
Ready.
Okay. It's a 4.
Okay. Power failure.
D3 strength 9 hits to the body. Okay. So 2 hits. Dear 9, 13 and a 15. That's on this guy. Oh, these are +1 as well. So that's a 14 and a 16. That is 2 critical hits. So 1, 2, critical. Where was that? Cool. And a second critical, and then goes over the track, which is engine kill from his heat. So that's why I wanted to get him right up close to here. I wanted him inside the voids.
Where did you learn that strategy?
I wanted inside the voids doing damage. I knew he was going to go. I didn't get the warp displacement. So let's roll a d10 and see what happens to it. This is going to be +2, I believe.
I just cut in there, Chris.
Yep.
I forgot to repair my Reaver during the repair phase.
Okay, no worries.
I'll quickly do that because that could be important for shields. So I'm going to raise 1 shield and drop 1 heat.
1 heat. So
my apologies, guys.
that's right. So this Reaver, 1 shield back, 1 heat. Okay. Anyway, more importantly, this guy in the red getting +2 to the roll. Oh, it's a 3, which turns to a 5.
Wildfire.
Which is a wildfire. Okay, not as interesting, in my opinion.
Well, you could do some damage to the Reaver.
He does, but again, if that was inside, if I got the warp displacement again, that would have been better. So it's just going to be popping at your shields.
And you've got 1 weapon disabled, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, yeah. So 2 shots, Bliss has got a 5 for 1 hit.
Did you shield bane that, Chris?
No, I can't. I don't think I get the option at this point.
Okay, so back to where I was with the shields.
I have no reactor to push.
Then you fall down.
And then I fall. Oh, what was that?
Straight down.
Straight down, where he is. Boom, uneventful engine kill for Steve. That is the end of Fear Incarnate. So going into the combat phase, Steve's elected to go for his Reaver. He's at -2 to hit. He's got various pluses with his weapons. Will it save my Reaver? We'll see. So
we're going to start with Smash Attack.
Yep.
Which is D3.
It is.
So 3.
He gets the 3.
And it'll be Strength +1, isn't it?
Yeah, strength. So it's 9.
Strength 9.
Aiming?
Aiming for your body.
For 3.
For 3. So these will be 4s, won't they?
Yeah, because your weapon skill's 4,
Mm-hmm.
but you're -2.
Alright, so that'd be 6s,
Hits.
won't they?
They're 6s and you came for 3.
So 6s.
Yep.
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, then we'll do the Chainfist,
Mm-hmm.
which is +2 to hit at this range, so negates your...
Negates it, yeah.
So I'm forced to hit you now. I'm re-rolling 1s, by the way, as well.
Yeah, because you're a target of opportunity.
So I get 2 hits with the Chainfist.
Okay, yep. Aiming for 3 into the body.
So that is... I'm not used to this sometimes. That's Strength 8, Rending.
Yeah, Ren. So 6s are a big deal here.
So that's a 6.
Which I think gives you another D3.
So that'll be another 2 then on top of that. So I get a 10 initially, which I don't think is a direct, isn't it?
10 is a direct. Yeah.
Then that becomes a 14, 15, 16.
16, which is a critical on this guy here. Okay, another 2 pips up and a critical.
Okay, after a lot of maths, Chris and I worked out I can't aim the weapons.
No, I thought we worked out we could aim the weapons.
Did we? Oh yes we did! Gosh, it's hot me guys, it's hot.
Yeah, it is hot.
So I'm going to aim is it 6s, were they, or 5s?
Yes, you need 6s. If you
yeah.
need more than, if you need 7 pluses to hit, you can't aim.
do it,
But
right.
you need, the way with Blind Barrage, it's -2 for Steve to hit, but he's getting +1 for the weapons, and he's aiming. So it works out.
Yeah.
6s are aimed, and you're going for aim.
Yeah, we're going to go with the Gatling blaster aimed at the body.
Okay.
Okay, that's 2 hits.
2 6s.
I get to re-roll the 1 because
Yeah.
of you're my target.
Oh, he gets a 3.
It's
He's
a
doing
third.
well.
Okay, so any bonuses to your...
Yeah, these are +1.
Okay, so effectively these are now strength 6.
With
ordnance, yeah. So that
he's rolled
is
well.
pretty good, guys. So that's a 2 11s and a 12.
2 11s, direct. 12. I'm compromised.
Magic. Okay, so we'll do the heavy bolter now.
Yeah.
Same scenario.
Yeah.
So these would be 6s.
Yeah, but you won't get the rapid.
So you won't get the rapids, correct. Still rerolling those 1s. I've got 1 hit so far, that was a 6. And a reroll. Can I do it again? No.
No. So you've got 1 hit in there.
So
strength 4.
3 now, is it?
Plus 3, yeah.
7 now.
7s.
11.
11.
Which we'll have a crit, won't it?
Is a direct hit, which turns it into another crit. I am still standing after all that, just about. And it's my activation. So I'm going to return with the Reaver, and that's because I've got VSG now, and there's a little sniper there, so on. So I'm in a bad way. I need to try and take this guy out if I can. So I'm going to start with the Melta cannon and try and make a hole somewhere and see where it goes. So he's at -2 to hit, I'm at +2 to hit, so I'm hitting with my weapon skill, which is a 4+, and I'll just put the template near the back somewhere and hope for the best. So I've missed. I'm going to use my Favoured by Fortune and hope for the best. Oh, he's missed again.
That was unlucky, mate. So like that there, was it? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
So
it's going that way. 5. That's nothing. Okay, so that's my plan. Kind of ruined. What weapon do I want to do next? I have no idea. Okay, so smash attacks into the body. Probably roll a 1 or a 2. I've got 2 more. So aim for the body. Let's try and get a VSG myself if I can, because then Warlord's got a lot of work to do in this game. So 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, 1 hit, strength 9, 14 on the body.
That'll do it. That is critical. No, I'm looking at the wrong model. That is a devastating hit.
That is a devastating hit. Okay, so I'm going to aim with the Gatling blaster. Web skill of 4. The -1 to aiming is negated by the +1 at this range. So it's just 4s to hit into the body. It's looking better. We've got 4 hits there. These are strength. I've got no bonuses yet, have I, at this point? So strength 5 ordnance. Okay, interesting.
Pretty good.
An 8 will do nothing. But I've got 2 10s and 11.
Okay, so that is 3 directs.
3 directs.
So it's +2 now.
+2 for the Vulcans. Okay, the same thing. Be hitting on 4s. Aimed shots. Will get the rapid. For 3 rapid, 2 rapids in there, give me 5. Okay, so these are strength 6.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, interesting.
You've done a lot of damage there.
Strength 6 we said, wasn't it? So even that 4 will be a direct.
Yeah.
So
So direct finishes the track. You've killed him. Direct finishes the track.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, direct finishes the track. So I've got another. Was it strength 6? Did I say?
Yep.
With the +1? No.
Well, basically, there's 3 damage. There's 3 crits now because I can't complete the track.
All right, hang on a minute. Let's have a look at this. Okay, after all that kerfuffle, we've worked out that Steve is on his last pip of critical damage. I did not have enough, so unlucky. I needed that metal to hit. If the metal would hit, that plan would have been nailed on. I've used it before. Generally works, especially with that reroll with the Melta failing. That let me down. So that was my activation. Back to Steve. Canis Cayman is going to try and finish off my hound here. So his plasmas are clear line of sight. He's going to maximal fire.
Miss.
We've got 1 miss and 2 hits. Do you want to do a scatteroo?
That's well gone.
Oh, it's gone 10 inches miles.
So 2 hits.
2 hits. Strength 10. Here we go. It's the head. 2 15s. I think that's got to be 2 crits. No, 2 devastatings. You'll compromise me straight away with that.
Okay. I will fire at your head. Well, is it plus? What bonus am I getting there? +3?
You're at +3 now on the head.
Okay, we'll fire the heavy bolter. It's -1 to hit you. Seeps of the range. The angle, sorry, but +1 is of the range.
Yeah. It's 5s.
Yeah, right. Okay, so that becomes 2 hits.
That's 2 hits. Okay, so compromised in the head. +3, strength 7.
7. So that is nothing.
9. There's the 2 and a 11.
Yeah.
That is a direct, which now gives me MIU feedback. Hanging in there. Hanging in there again with this hound. Back to myself. Penumbral Reaper going down range at this hound. He's compromised in the head. Aim shots with the lasers, needing 6s. Just need 1. Okay, there is 1. Strength 8 in the flank, 9, and +3. So that's, what's that, 12 to start with?
Yep.
12, that's a critical hit.
Okay.
17.
So off the track, so that's 2 crits.
Okay, so on his last pip, I need the plasmas to finish this off. I'm not going to maximal, I don't think it's worth it. Aim shots will be for 5s again. I need 1 of these to hit.
Yeah.
1 of these to hit.
Oh, and for you to roll 1 to damage.
Oh my life. Blanked out. No 5s. And that was the end of my activation. Acastus coming in, firing everything at the Reaper, starting with the missiles, hitting on 3s, rapid.
Because of my order, yeah.
12 dice.
12 dice. Okay. That is 2 misses, 3 misses, sorry. I've got 2 6s, so that's another 2.
Okay.
To knock that was a 6.
Yeah, we got it. How many we got?
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That is 3, 6, 9, 11. 11,
okay. I'll re-roll 1 of these. I will push, so I'll get my reactor dice in a minute. Let's do that for 1 heat. Okay, I've failed. Oh, many 2s. Whoa!
That's another 2 there, yeah.
Many 2s. These have all made it. I still have another 1 to roll. For a 1, which I can re-roll. For another 1. Oh my life, I think you might have just dropped them in one go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've dropped the shields in 1 volley. Ouch. That I was not expecting. And 1 heat.
Okay, Magmas.
Well, Magmas.
Yeah, here it comes. Freeze. Okay, so we've got 3 to scatter.
3 to scatter, we'll do that off cam and come back to you. Okay, with the scatters done, it was 11 hits in total. They're strength 8, they're in the flank, they're getting +1. Oh dear.
It's a head.
The head, actually, that could be good.
1 superficial.
Yep.
There. So these are gosh.
Basically 9 plus the D6.
We're going to have to...
We have to add this up and have a little looky. Steve organises dice and we'll come back. So after all that, Steve did enough direct hits to compromise me, and then he had some 3 devastating hits, which put me on my last pip of critical damage from, that was an untouched Warlord to Acastus Knights, putting in the big firepower.
Ouch.
I needed him to be strong. That is not good. I've got 1 activation left over here. My last activation is the Hound going against this Hound here. So I'm at -2 with my bolters at my angle, but I've got the range for +1. So let's try and strip some voids. We have 3 hits.
Okay, so which one's that, Chris? I can't see his name.
That is Canis Canum.
Okay, 3 hits.
3 hits.
I'm just going to roll it. 3 saves.
For 3 saves. And I will put 2 plasmas on him with an 8, no modifiers. For 4 hits in total.
Okay, so I'll push this time.
He's going to push this time.
Okay, Machine
Machine
Spirit.
But you made all your saves.
I made all the saves. And I think I failed the Machine Spirit.
It's a 4, it is a fail.
Yeah, okay, so let's see what happens.
So you got Princeps. Oh no, he's fine, isn't he? It's the other guy.
Yeah, here's the other guy.
But still a fail, because leadership 5. Command of 5.
A little bit messed up. So it is a 3.
Yep.
Impetuous, D6 inches straightforward. 10.5 degrees for the nearest enemy unit.
So just move D6 towards the Hound.
5.
The 5. And Bimble's in.
Turns
to
off 45.
Okay, I'm all done for activations.
Okay.
Steve's still got a few left.
I've got this guy got a target. So I've got these 2 left. So I'm going to
Warbringer
go with this
and
guy
the
first.
Hound. Okay. Steve's putting in aim shots into the body of my Reaver in the flank. I knew this was coming. Here we go.
Okay, 5 to hit. Nothing on the first
Oh,
one.
nothing.
That's a 6.
Oh, he's got one.
Okay, so that's strength 9.
Yeah, +3.
Is...
So it's 12, it's a 17.
Yep.
It's going to be critical. So it's critical damage. Goes off the track. It's engine kill. It's all falling apart for Mortis. It started falling apart in turn 1. I'm not in the orange or anything. Sorry, just looking at my chart and getting confused. So it's a straight up D10. And it's a 1.
Laid
just
low.
laid low,
Sorry,
just
silenced.
silenced and just stands there
Stand there.
like a chump.
I'm going to push you over.
And that is my Princeps taking out the game. Yeah, and he's got a Warbringer. Still got a Warbringer to go. Steve lost activation. He's firing the Warbringer on the head of my Warlord using the line of sight of this hound. And yeah, you just need that location really. You just need to hit the head.
Okay, so we'll start with 1 Volcano Cannon.
Yeah.
So it's -2. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, -2 for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
D6 scatter.
D6 scatter. So I was 5 to hit, but I am re-rolling everything because of my trait. So 1 heat, re-roll to hit. That's a hit. That's 2 damage. And on a 5 up, I think I ignore that. No, 2 takes 1 heat.
Okay, 2 hits.
So 2 hits.
Roll location.
Okay, there we go. Head, please. Special.
Off the body.
So that is 2 12s.
2 12s on the body. For this guy here, it's 2 directs.
Okay, same again.
Yep.
Second Volcano Cannon. That's a hit.
Not
1
a
hit.
hit, not
Can
2
I ignore
hits.
the heat? Yes.
It does.
So the 2 hits, we're going to be going into the body again.
Body again.
So this time it's a 13
Yep.
and a 16.
Okay, 13 is direct. 16 is a critical. Reactor leak 1.
And finally the Quake Cannon,
Yep.
which is also 1 dice. That's
Miss,
a
a bit
miss.
rerollable.
Reroll everything, yeah. Miss,
miss,
still miss,
another
but
scatter.
scattering only D6,
Only D6 inches. Yes.
So it's a 5-inch blast, isn't it?
Big pie plate.
Do you mind, Chris?
I wouldn't mind at all, my friend.
So
Oh,
I
that
think
way
it's still
8.
gone.
So luckily that scatters. I don't get quaked because my voids are down. That would have been pretty bad. Okay, end of.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that turn was mental. Okay, so we're going to check out some end phase stuff and come back to you. So in the end phase, I will roll for my experimental locomotors, which is fine. And Steve had a plasma leak 2,
Yeah, puts him up into the orange.
puts him in the orange, and then I don't really have a lot left. So that was turn 3. We're going into turn 4. Here we go, Princeps. Going into a turn 4. It's not looking good for Mortis. If the game ends and Steve isn't in that compound, he's going to do himself out of a victory. So he needs to make some moves here in this turn. So first player roll off. It's another 1.
It's a 7.
It's a 7. Steve, you're cool. You have the advantage of activations.
I'll go first, I think.
Of course you will. Steve's first player will come back after some strats and orders. Turn 4, strats and orders over. There are no strats, we're all run out. So basically my Warlord got emergency repairs even with MIU, and I got rid of 2 points of crits damage on the head, and I lit a shield. I then tried the same thing here with emergency repair, also got MIU, failed that. Steve went emergency repairs here.
Yeah.
And did alright out of that.
I got some heat down, I was about to blow up.
Ah, I see. And failed the full stride here,
Yeah.
but you've got split fire here before.
Yeah. And I failed that, obviously, when I failed that I couldn't give any.
And that was it, wasn't it? So you did emergency repairs, split fire, failed check.
Yes.
So that was strats and orders done. We're going to go into the movement phase. Okay, movement and repairs overview. We'll start with my Warlord. I just turned to make any desperate attempt I can to contest this fortification which basically means I will not be firing. And this guy moved. I put this nose to nose with a Warhound because I thought if I'm going to go fighting. But what Steve's done, he's just taken those hounds, boosted them, and pushed in. He's pushing everything in he can, as you can see there, as much as he can. He knows that if I get a Warlord in a scale 10, he's got to beat 10. He's got 12. He's got a scale of 20 in there now, and the game could end. In fact, there's no way that I can win this game at this point. And he's got his Warbringer and these guys ready to snipe and kill. I need the game to end. I can't really take any more losses as it is. It's not looking good. So as far as repairs go, I got another crit off the head. Steve cleared all the crits off the body.
On my Reaver, yeah.
On your Reaver. And everything else is looking pretty peachy. So moves and repairs done. Turn 4 combat phase coming up. So Steve's starting the combat phase. He's going to use the Acastus that he moans about so much.
I have moaned about them. I'm not. They're still terrible.
He's officially not allowed to now.
I still think it's not. Well, anyway.
Anyway.
There.
Yeah, missiles coming in.
Okay, that's a pretty good roll. So these are rapid, aren't they?
Yeah, rapid, yeah.
So that's another 2 there then. So a total of 10.
10, that's convenient. I have 10 dice. I'm saving on a 4. Yeah, I'm going to push. I'll get that in a minute. Let's roll those. Let's get reactor dice for 2 heat. Right, let's sort these out. Okay, so even with that 1 I had to re-roll, I still dropped 4 shields. I only have 1 anyway, so you could probably see it quicker than I could. So shields are now down. Here's some flaming hot magma. Magma.
Okay, so that's 2 scatters.
2 scatters, and the rest hit?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do those scatters and add it up. Okay, so after scatter, one only moved an inch, the other one went miles away. It is 14 hits. Yeah, here we go.
To the legs.
To the legs this time. Okay, let's sort this mess out and we'll tell you what we got. Okay, so only 5s and 6s would do anything, giving him 13s and 14s, which are all direct hits. He's got 7, which completely compromises the Warlog's legs in one volley. Oh dear. Not looking good. So my activation, so either way, this guy moved with emergency repairs, he can't do anything, and this guy is either out of range or has a weapon disabled at the Warbringer, no other targets, so it's literally Steve's turn to do whatever he wants in the combat phase.
So I've got no other targets due to the angles or emergency repairs. He can't see anything, so I've literally just got the Warbringer left.
Right, okay.
He is still re-rolling everything against the Reaper, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
Right.
Now I'm going to shoot on my own target, Blitzskill. The Arcus Manifold trait isn't in effect. I've got no line of sight to you, so I'm going to get a -2 for both the Volcano cannons and a normal shot with the Quake Cannon.
Okay. Where would you like to start?
I'll start with the left hand.
Big V's.
Okay,
nice.
Okay, that's a hit.
One hit. 2 hits. And you get to roll for your heat still, don't you?
Yes, so on a 5 that becomes 0. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 hits on this guy. Head or legs would be good for you.
It's the body.
It's the body.
Superficial.
Superficial and a
15.
15. Oh, actually, body is good as well because it's +2.
Right, so 17.
17, that is a critical hit. I'm now compromised and got 2 points of critical damage.
Okay, the second Volcano cannon.
Same as the first.
Same as the first.
A little bit louder. A little bit worse.
2 heat.
2 heat.
Re-roll
the
my
miss.
thingy. That's still a miss.
Another miss.
So it's 2. I did it wrong earlier.
Okay.
I'm supposed to roll just a 1 dice, but I still take 2 for that. So scatter. Now it's scattering the full normal rate, I believe.
Yes, the way we understand it is the scatter is only D6 if you're using the point of view of a Warhound. Let us know if we're wrong, because we like that.
Okay,
gone 7. Okay, so Quake time.
Quickie wiki.
Can you finish me?
That's a miss, but again,
re-roll.
That's a hit.
That's 2 hits.
2 hits, shall I say?
Yes, okay, so I'm quaked, concussed, and all that good stuff. So let's see what the damage does first.
So, location, that's the strength at 9.
Yeah, plus I'm compromised on all locations.
Right, okay, so let's see what we get. Legs again.
Oh. Okay, so 9, good thing you didn't roll 1s.
Yeah.
So they're 11s plus 3, which is 14s?
Yeah.
Mathematics. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm compromised. 14s are direct, so that gives me 2 points of critical damage. Stabilises damage, stabilises. Locomotive seized. I'm probably not going to be able to wade in there now. Anyway.
And you're quaked.
And quaked and concussed. So movement is halved again, even though I've locomotive seized and all that. I'm not going very far at all. And
you spin
to the right, I think, 45 degrees. So I'll do that in a minute when I've got my hands free. Still alive though, not that it actually matters. That's your last activation, isn't it?
That's my last activation, that can do anything. Yeah.
Alright, okay, let's sort some end phase stuff out, see if the game continues. We could I should probably stop at this point. Okay, so end phase, reactor leak for my Warlord, and I need to roll for his experimental locomotives. If I roll a 1, I'm going to do damage to my own legs, which is actually going to affect him. No, that's fine, they still work. That is the end of turn 4. Steve, roll that dice.
What do I need for the game to continue?
Well, a 9 or a 10 it will stop,
well,
but I know you want
you
want to do some more damage.
It continues.
It's a 4. We're going to play the turn 5, because it's a campaign game. Steve's got every right to try and take out Titans, which could affect in their loss at the end of the game, which is a lot of Titans to roll for if he does so. So we will see you in turn 5. Here we go, turn 5, first player roll off. We might overview this turn because there ain't going to be a lot to do. The game is already Steve's. 8, you got 9. You want to be first player?
I do.
And go for the kill.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to do some stuff and we will maybe overview the whole turn. We'll see. No strats. I got an emergency repairs off my Warlord, blanked out. Just got rid of 1 point of heat, even with the +1s. Steve has a first fire order. That's it, isn't it?
Yep.
That's it.
I failed a split fire on these guys.
That's it. We're going into the movement phase, and Steve's going to open up straight away with his first fire and put a Volcano.
Yeah, I think so.
Onto the Warlord.
So still -2 to hit because of the angle. That is a hit,
That's the hit.
And can I ignore the heat? No, it's 1 heat. That's fine.
But he's happy with the 2 hits.
I'm very happy with the 2 hits.
Location is important.
Head.
Oh mate, that's the one I cleared.
Superficial.
Okay, well that's the one area I cleared all the damage previously.
14.
14 on the head, it's +3, so 17. So it's critical damage that goes up to 2 crits because I'm compromised, as you can see.
Pretty safe to hit you where I roll up to now.
That's not looking good. So we're going to do the rest of the moves and obviously give you an overview. Movement repairs overview. Basically Steve's aligned everything up here on this guy. Across the board, he's turned to face this hand which popped out. I've repaired my plasma gun and this guy can't shoot. I did get rid of a point of critical damage to the body, and I've got 1 shield back online. We're now going into the combat phase. Steve is first player. Steve's kicking off with this hound and my hound unshielded. I'm compromised in the head. He's aiming with his Vulcan bolters, hitting on 5s.
Because +1 hit to the range of the bolter.
Because he's within 8, negates the aiming.
So I get
just the 1, but it's rapid, which counts.
That's 2.
So it's 2 hits. Strength 4 +3, 7. Effectively.
Okay, so that's 2 11s.
2 11s on a hound's head is 2 directs. Crit. You need 1 more.
Plasma blast gun. Maximal fire.
Maximal fire.
That's 2 hits.
2 hits, which is 4 hits. 4 hits. Roll location. The head will kill him.
It's the body.
Body.
So at strength 10, isn't it? So 12.
Yeah.
Was that a 4? I did not. I think it was a 4.
I have no idea.
I think it was a 4. I'm calling it a 4.
12. Devastating.
Then that's 2 14s.
2 14s. 2 criticals. Yep, so a devastating 2 crits and another crit takes me off the track, kills me, engine kill. He's going to wipe me out completely. This is not good. I need a D10. I'm not in the orange. It's a 1. Silenced again.
Silenced again. Yeah,
Another silenced Titan. And that is Iron Lady out the game. It's going to go back to me. I opted to move so I could be face on, not give him any flanks. If I hadn't turned, I wouldn't be able to shoot anyway. It's whoever is going to take out this Warlord. It's going back to Steve. Steve wants the Princeps to get the prize and take out the Reaper, using the barrage ability from the Hound. Volcano Cannon first?
Yeah, so still 5 to hit. Still hasn't had anyone else fire at him yet, so I'm still rolling, re-rolling the hits because of my Princeps trait. So yeah, as you said, 5 to hit, Blankski, and 2 hits.
2 hits, damage rolled well. Yeah, anywhere is good for you.
So it's the body.
It's the body, okay.
So it starts with a 12.
The 12 is, well, what strength is that? Sorry?
Oh, it's 10
plus 3.
So it's a 15 then.
So 15 is devastating, which is a crit.
Okay, and then that's going to be 17 because of the plus 3, isn't it?
Which is a critical hit.
Yeah.
And off the track. That is engine kills the Reaper. I'm tabled. End of turn 5 with Steve with 4 Titans in the compound. Quite a convincing victory. So the Reaper's not on the orange. I rolled a 5.
Wildfire.
Wildfire. He's going to turn away, shoot his load, and then fall this way down. That's it. That is it. That is the game. I got mullered. I took out nothing. I achieved nothing. So let's pack up and we'll have a little word with you. Okay, Princeps, post-campaign battle. Steve didn't lose anything, but I had 4 Titans knocked out. So I need to roll to see if they can be recovered. So I'm going to start with the Princeps. It's a 4. It's okay. The Reaper.
It's a 1 that fails, isn't it?
If I roll a 1, they are lost.
Oh no! Oh man.
I've lost the Reaper.
I won't fear it anymore.
Swift Retribution. 4. That does pose a problem with my model collection. That's just going to have to come back as a standard Reaver. Warlord even. And a 4. And a 6. So out of all them, I've lost the Reaper. So with my Knights as well taking a beating in the last battle, this round's going to cost me a lot in armoury. So let's see what happens.
Wow, what carnage. I came into the game wanting to absolutely annihilate everything, and that's exactly what I did, didn't I?
No comment.
Yeah, it was pretty harsh. My plan was to try and take out the Warlord, being as at the biggest scale, and from there mop up the other Titans. But actually, when it came down to it, I thought, really, it might be better taking out the smaller Titans first, because on his own, a Warlord's not going to do a great deal. And I can still flood the compound with Titans and win on sheer volume. There were some really epic moments in that game, I thought.
So that was your whole thing, when it bring your whole battle group, out activate.
Yeah.
Give me the stratagems, who cares? Didn't really work out for me, the strats.
No, I mean, they're great. There's not many, I mean, sometimes they can be absolutely game breaking, well, not game breaking, but they can be extremely clutch in some moments when you have to get something to happen. I mean, that when our Reavers went against it, I thought that was going to end badly for me, and it nearly did. Yeah,
normally I've hit with the Melta first when I've done that.
Yeah.
It causes such damage, you made a big hole, and you've got enough of everything else to take it out. Missing with the Melta, I was what, 1? At that point I was 1 hit off.
You were 1 hit away from killing him, yeah.
From killing, yeah. Didn't happen. That would have been big for me. That would have opened up that flank. I mean, my Reaver was pretty battered, but he had full voids at that point.
I had 1 hound.
I know I didn't, because he had VSG.
That's right. That's why I was able to snipe him, wasn't it? So I had the Warhound there at that point. the murder turtles, and that was it really, wasn't it? The other hounds were engaged over here. So yeah, if you had killed them, you could possibly have rolled up this flank, killed the thrice cursed Acastus, and then, I mean, wow, look at the damage they did to that warlord.
They definitely pulled their weight. I would. So I know we keep banging on about them. I think the problem is with them is they are almost necessary to a degree in a knight list to give you firepower.
Yeah, for sure.
They are completely unnecessary to have in a Titan battle group. I think that's the
yeah.
issue.
And I think also it's not some, their firepower is epic, but their resilience is really high as well, and that's what makes it so difficult.
It can be with small arms in this game. Small arms, it's very hard. You hit them with one shot with the right weapon, they could be gone in turn one.
But even then, you've got to get pretty lucky with your rolls.
You do. It is situational. I don't really know what to say about my game. My idea was to try and keep Steve busy outside the compound and use the warlord to go in at the end. But he whipped me so quickly.
I expected you to just throw the Reaper straight in the middle and, basically, or throw him in the middle and just let it come at you.
I should have done that. I should have, because I was outnumbered only by one activation at the beginning,
Yeah.
but I lost that Warhound straight away.
But then
you know what it's like. You lose one Titan in a small group, and you have that domino effect.
True. But I think if you'd done that, then I would have had the option, or only option, of standing around it and trying to do enough damage to kill you, which
you probably would have done. That's quite
done.
a scary concept. I think it was always going to be a skirting around. Whoever can take those Titans out, get the numerical advantage, then close in. I think it was always going to be that game. I needed to do something quickly to even it up, and it didn't happen.
Losing that hound in the first shot of the game, that was tremendous.
I was already out activated by one unit. All right, you can take that. First shot of the game. Now I'm out activated by two, and then I failed to kill even that Warhound of yours.
The activation game within a game in this is really important.
Yeah, but this is Titanicus, so we're playing a campaign. We're trying to keep it fluffy and narrative. Most of the narrative games you will be outnumbered from the book, so we kind of had that vibe to it. This is why the map's so important. You try and pick your matchups. The attacker picks the size of the game. The defender may or may not get more stratagems depending on who's defending. All those little things affect the overall game. So for me, I'm happy with that because all the rules on the map side in the campaign have affected this game to Steve's advantage, which is what we wanted. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, I had to come in hard. I had to get a decisive win, having lost the last game narrowly, and the draw in the first game. I needed the Loyalists needed a big win here, and we went in hard and we did it. Yay!
So it's game on, absolute game on. One victory each, but this is going to cost me with Armory.
And that was the other point of continuing. I had to take out that Reaper. I had to take out as much as I can to force you to have to try and repair and splurge all of your armory points and maintain what you have.
You haven't played with your knight list yet, so when that comes around, I mean, you could avoid fighting with them if you can. Just avoid it. It's all part of the map.
That's
all
part of my plan, to be fair.
It's all part of moving the battle groups around and choosing your matchups. I tactically, I don't know. I've got nothing to say about my game really. It wasn't particularly great. Didn't have a lot of luck maybe. I don't know. I should have been maybe more aggressive with the Reaper. I had plans with warp displacement and his 6-inch movement.
That I didn't factor in.
I kind of bottled it, I think, from the beginning. And it went from bad to worse. But yeah, decisive victory for Gryphonicus. Anything else, mate?
Only that Arcus maniples are great.
Yeah, Arcus is
good. I really enjoyed using that as a maniple. I've used it once before, I think, and I don't think I used it very well. This time though, it worked extremely well.
Efficient. Yeah, drawing that line of sight. Just all you got to do is turn in to point at what you want. Pick a target with your hands.
Yeah, and the ability on the Reaver with the motors for the leg upgrade I had on them is just really strong as well. Being able to turn without pushing, move up full without pushing. Yeah, with a melee Titan was really good. Even though I did get within 3/4 of an inch. on my charge, which was a little frustrating.
Yeah.
But it came out in the end.
That's the game, isn't it? No pre-measuring. You got to weigh it up. I wasn't sure. I actually thought Steve was going to make that charge, but
I was pretty convinced I was too.
I was just thought, well, I'll take it. Hopefully the -2 thing will work out for me. It nearly did in a way. It has done before, but that Melta needed that. Yeah, so that was the game. Anything else to say?
No, I'm pretty stoked to get back to the map and see where it works out.
So it's game on. So 1 victory each, a draw. We'll have to spend some armoury. Our next video will be a full update video, so you'll see what we've acquired, what we've spent, what our battle groups are going to look like.
I've got some plans.
And we'll be getting ready for the next round, so it's all to play for. And until you see the update video, you see what the scores and the doors will be. So that's it from us. We'll see you in the next game. See you for more thrills, spills and
engine kills.